One of my favorite things to do is go to the farmer's market on Sunday mornings.
When you're getting food from a local producer, when you're getting it from within 100 miles, when you're getting it after it's been picked freshly that morning, it's going to be so much more flavorful.
I think the greatest joy I get from farming is when people tell me how incredible that tomato is, how incredible that potato is. It's about having a relationship and taking responsibility for your food. You know the person who's growing your food.
In the farmers market, there's so much opportunity for us to really acknowledge and honor the people who grow good, clean, whole foods and bring them to us.
I know when I show up at the farmers market that the food is local, that it's good for me, and that my dollar is going basically back to the farmer who grew the food.
We are helping to strengthen the local economy, supporting our neighbors. It's up to us to ensure that farmers can continue to do the work that they do and provide us with the fresh, healthy local food that we all deserve.
What we discovered is that farmers markets in the Milwaukee area help bring the community together. They do this by what is offered, how they are structured and connect to other things, the socialization that takes place there, the support within the community, and the contribution of the vendors.
So I interviewed Lapnow Farms, a vendor at the Oconomowoc Farmers Market.
And during this interview, I talked to Kristen Lapnow, the lady that runs the Oconomowoc Farmers Market stand for Lapnow Farms. And what I discovered through talking with Kristen was that the main reason she actually attends this farmers market is to supply the community with fresh, healthy food that is raised locally and in a humane manner. In order to do this, Kristen sells a variety of different meat products by raising animals like pigs, which produce pork, cows that produce beef, and additionally chickens that produce both meat and eggs. During my interview with the Lapnows, I found out that they actually grow their own crops, which are corn, soy, and wheat. And after they grow their crops and harvest it all, they bring it to the Ixonia feed mill, where it's milled down for feed for their animals. And then from there, they bring the animal that they raise with that feed to the butcher shop in Kewaskum, where it is then butchered and processed so that they can sell it at the farmers market. We found this interesting because the thing about farmers markets is you see the relationships that are built up close between the vendors and the customers. But with this insight, we actually found that there's actually more relationships going on outside of the farmers market. And it is actually these relationships that are what strengthen the community, because there are multiple different businesses that are working together in order to get that food to the farmers market so that it can eventually reach the tables of people in the community.
Here is a map of downtown Oconomowoc with the farmers market included. As you can see, the farmers market is located in a central area where it is surrounded by other food places, such as downtown restaurants, gas stations, and grocery stores. This is all a planned structure. The farmers market leads the community to other places downtown when they come for a visit.
Going off this, as you can see in these next few farmers market maps, they're all kind of structured in a similar manner where they're centralized around the main part of the city with food sources like grocery stores and restaurants surrounding them.
The significance of this is that since these farmers markets aren't put on the outskirts of town or places that are more rural, they allow people from all different areas around the town to actually access the food that's fresh by simply either walking, biking, or using public transportation to actually get to the destination where the fresh food is without having to go to the way outskirts of town, where it is sometimes hard to get to for some people.
Farmers markets offer the freshest and healthiest fruits, vegetables, bakery goods, honey, and more from your local growers and experts. They also provide flowers, plants, home decor, and more. We all concluded as a group that farmers markets all offer these things at all the markets we did research on. We also found that all the products offered were better quality than what the grocery stores have to offer. Also, farmers markets are not placed in random areas as discussed earlier while looking at the community maps. Rather, they are structured in central locations to ensure the most business for the market and the shops downtown. We can conclude as a group that farmers markets are located and structured in areas that connect us to other places such as businesses and other food places and connect us to people.
Also, farmers markets lead to more than purchasing food. We have concluded that farmers markets create conversation and bring communities together. Farmers markets bring people from all around the area and give them a chance to meet new people and connect with old friends. Unlike other food retail outlets, farmers markets create a feeling of community where vendors act as food educators while also selling fresh food. Some of our interviewees said that they attend farmers markets specifically just to socialize with others.
Our group also found that vendors do not only partake in farmers markets for monetary gain, but they also go to build relationships and a healthy community. From there, we concluded as a group that vendors provide fresh foods and products to the community. The farmers market also connects various businesses through relationships and support each other within the community. Lastly, they partake in the farmers market to build long-lasting relationships with customers to ensure business in the future.
Vendors are also given support by the community and returning customers. From the interviews we have all conducted, we found that many people attend the farmers markets not just for fresh foods, but also to support the local farmers and preserve farmlands. Vendors support the community by increasing access to fresh foods while promoting sustainability. Also, markets give other local food spots more business by bringing people together into town, further supporting the community. Some of the main themes we have reached from researching farmers markets is that people go to socialize and support other community members and vendors. We have also noticed that relationships are built indirectly and directly through the market between vendors and customers. And lastly, diversity of vendors and what they sell helps strengthen the community by providing healthy food that is more available for those in the Milwaukee area.